This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight my friends and I will be playing the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is called Lights in the Trees. It was written by Matt Tracey, and it's available from Drive-Thru RPG. Stefan Amshey is our keeper of arcane lore, and this is a two-shot. Also, there are a number of ways that you can help us out. We don't monetize, so we rely on your donations to help us with our production. We have played over 400 different scenarios and recorded over 1,600 episodes in the last 10 years, and we would like to keep doing that for another 10 more at least. For our Patreon site, you can scan the QR code to the left, or you can follow the link in the description. Thanks for your support. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Stefan?
Thank you, Tom. I like to start this scenario by listing off a few facts about the Vietnam War. This was, a very prescient event to our generation, but maybe not so much to the generations that followed us. The Vietnam War took place between 1955 and 1975. The United States involvement in the war began in 1964 with the Gulf of Tonkin incident, which you can read about. I won't go over it here. It was an asymmetrical conflict, which means the United States Army was a relatively modern army, and so in response to that, the Viet Cong adopted guerrilla warfare tactics. It was estimated that 7.5 million bombs were dropped on Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia combined, which is twice the number that were dropped in all of World War II. Among other things, there was widespread use of a toxic defoliating agent called Agent Orange. It's bright orange in color, like soda we have in the United States called Orange Crush. And this caused, massive health and environmental damage. The war was estimated to cost around $168 billion, which is about $1 trillion in today's currency. The result was 58,000 dead United States soldiers, and the number of dead Vietnamese soldiers and civilians combined was estimated to be around 3 million. In the United States, a draft was organized to support the war from 1969 to 1973, which is very unpopular, and it had huge political and social impact in the country. The conflict ended unsuccessfully for the United States and its allies with the fall of Saigon in 1975 and the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. And the conflict itself inspired countless movies, TV shows, novels, stories, and in this case, Call of Cthulhu scenario, right? And before we get started, I want to mention our veterans. I'm not a veteran myself, but I am, as ever, grateful for their service to our country. And I want to mention that the story and the characters we're about to tell are completely fictional and not intended to be denigrating to our armed services members. I also want to add a couple of additional content warnings. This scenario deals heavily with wartime PTSD. I will be playing some evocative sounds and I will have descriptions that are reminiscent of wartime conflict. So if that bothers you, I would suggest moving on. There will be some discussion of a dead child. And so continue forward from here at your own risk. Okay, let's talk about your characters. You guys were drafted by the Selective Service in 1971. You went to boot camp together at Fort Benning, Georgia. Boot camp in the Army was 8 weeks long. The average tour afterwards is about 1 year. At Fort Benning, you guys bonded together as a platoon, and you really became brothers in arms. Afterwards, you deployed to Vietnam. You fought several skirmishes with enemy combatants, and you all returned home changed men, scarred from the war. So I'm going to go around the table and ask you guys a few questions, and I want you to consider yourselves as having wide latitude to interpret them. And I'm going to start with the kid. Kid, what do you look like now? And what did you look like during the war? And how have you changed since the war?
I didn't look that young. I always looked a bit older than my years. I was able to get into bars and have a drink. But I still felt like the kid when I joined you guys. And so now I've grown a beard. I still think I look boyish. Underneath, I don't know. I don't see the beard, really, when I look at myself in the mirror. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror, really. I don't know, you guys. I mean, really, we should just move on. We should move on. But I don't feel somehow that I've managed to move on. My father was very proud, He was proud when I enlisted. He was proud when I came back with my Purple Heart. But he wasn't so proud afterwards when I started drinking. And I don't want to look bad in his eyes. He's a good man. But somehow I walk down the streets and it doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem real here in America. When I'm walking down the streets, I just feel like I'm walking on patrol, as we did, and getting ambushed. We were really good at getting ambushed. That seemed to be our greatest skill. And sorry, I've spoken too much. Sorry.
Those are actually an excellent answer. Thank you very much. Dutch, can you describe for us a scene from your time in the war that still haunts you today?
Well, we got a report that people were routinely taking fire from this village. We were sent to check it out. And well, we razed it to the ground. Sorted through it all and didn't find a single VC, didn't find a single firearm, ammunition, nothing. I think about those people, dead now. We killed them in their homes. Because we got a little bit of misinformation. And cooler heads did not prevail.
Excellent. Padre, during the war, you came across a dead Viet Cong soldier. He looked extremely young, like only 8 or 10 years old, just a child. His eyes were open and bulging out in horror. For whatever reason, the image of this child's face has haunted you every day since that moment. And other children sometimes remind you of him. Tell us some of the circumstances around finding that body. What happened? What did you see, and how did it make you feel?
Well, there's a weird perception we all have about the way our lives run. And I'm reminded that, we're all kids once, and our whole world is that world where we're living, where we're kids. And then we grow up a little, and we've got all of our life ahead of us, and we think about it. And then there's a war, and we have to go and fight for everything that we love and care about. And then when the war is over, you realize you're just moving into another part of what's next. And sometimes it seems like, at least since the war ended, like we're still in that what's next. What are we waiting for? It's are we waiting for the end? Are we waiting to die? Are we just going to sit around and have people pity us or say nice things to us because we did our job in the war? And I think about that little kid, and he's never going to get out of that place where he started. And he probably got into the adult fighting part way before he should have. And it haunts me that life can be thrown away so easily. And I don't even remember, when you're in the fight, you don't remember why you're fighting. You remember that everything behind you are your friends and everything ahead of you is the enemy. And you have to just keep marching forward. And it doesn't matter whether they're men, women, children, or animals or anything. You've just got to keep going, hoping that someday you're going to get the word that you can go home. But you take it with you when you go home. And it doesn't leave you when you go home. And that's the shitty part about it.
Excellent. GB. Choose another one of the PCs. How did they save your life in the war? Are they aware that they saved your life? And are they aware that you feel grateful or indebted to them?
So there was a time where we were at one of the fobs. We had humped about 20 clicks into the jungle, and we were supposed to stage here for a few days. So we had a fire watch going on the wire. We had taken some casualties, so I had taken on some extra shifts on Firewatch, and I did it without asking anybody. So the LT wasn't really aware of it at the time, so he tried to put me on extra after that, which I was going to do, but Padre had interceded and had sent us another soldier to do the Firewatch instead, because he was aware of what had happened. That particular soldier ended up taking a grenade. He was fired at. He left his post to locate and close with the enemy, which ended up being a trap. He fell into a trap that it rolled in and pierced him, so you couldn't pull him out. So while he was stuck there, the VCs they threw grenades at his hips. So we didn't have time. We had to kind of jump out of the way. And I'm reminded every day of his screams and pleading for help. But if it wasn't for Padre interceding, that would have been me.
Very nice. Flowers. Did you save anyone's life, or did anyone save yours? Tell us about that. Who was it, and how did it happen?
There was a sergeant, Bob. I always remember him being called Bob.
Your sergeant's name was Sergeant Brewer, if it matters.
Oh, there we go. Bob Brewer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we always just used to call him Sergeant Bob. So it didn't always look well on being called Sergeant Bilko. I remember that much.
Mm-hmm.
That he was a good guy. That he was one of the few people. I mean, I don't want to tout my own trumpet, but one of a like mind that actually the two of us treated other combatants like they were people. They weren't just faceless adversaries. There was a person there that had experiences. There was a person there that had a family. They had people who loved them. They had experiences. They were a child once. The whole 9 yards. They lived lives just like us. They weren't just ciphers or cardboard cutouts that just came onto the battlefield with one objective in their existence, and that was to kill us. And me and him, we shared a similar mind, and that meant we kind of had each other's backs maybe a bit more than other folks did. And I remember that being almost like back to back, going through the jungle, we could rely on each other to make sure that we were both not going to let the other guy take a bullet in the back. And that camaraderie helped us both out on more than one occasion. So being able to have a sharp eye and being able to hit the deck when you needed to was what kept us both alive. So yeah, I've got a hell of a lot to thank him for, and he's probably got a lot to thank me for too.
Fantastic. Flowers. Dutch. Did you wear any non-regulation adornments on your uniform or on your helmet, like Born to Kill, like from Full Metal Jacket or anything like that? Did you earn any medals?
I had a few pins. American flag pin. I had a pin for the flag of New York, where I am from. I had a pin that said "Peace is our profession." Yeah.
Kid, you came into the war envisioning yourself to become a hero. Instead, did I already ask this question?
No. Well, you've already. No, not this question.
Yeah. Instead, someone in the platoon saved your life, but ended up dying themselves. Tell us about that. Who was it? What was your relationship to them like? And how did it change you?
I think about this every day. And at first, I didn't talk about it. And then I started talking about it to the guys in the bar. And then I couldn't stop talking about it. And it didn't make any difference. I thought I would get, like healing or closure or something like that. But it's just, the decision of a moment. We were marching along, and so I was with Thom Henderson. You guys remember him, and of course you do. He was one of us, and he had my back, and I was trying to have his back as much as I could, although I felt that I wasn't so good at having people's backs. And then we heard fire coming in from the right suddenly, and that spooked me. And of course I didn't dive for cover quickly enough. I just froze there for a moment. And so he stood up long enough just to pull me down, but that was long enough for him to get the bullet. Ended his life. And so what do I do? What do you do about a thing like that? And when I see the other guys in the platoon now, I don't know who saw this, I don't know who knows, but I think they all know. I think I can't look them in the eye. I can't look anyone in the eye. And how do you change a moment? I don't know how to do it, but drink seems like a damn fine idea.
Indeed. GB, and actually all of you, I'm going to show you a picture here. This was the commanding officer for your platoon. His name was Lieutenant Colonel Weber. GB, what was your relationship like to Lieutenant Colonel Weber?
You respect you respect the rank, not the man. Like I was telling my other story, he was gonna send me to almost like 4 days straight of watch duty, which is ridiculous. So I wasn't the biggest fan of him. I trusted the people around me, and so we could keep each other safe, not particularly in his specific leadership. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of him.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a metal chaser. I don't like that.
Okay. Okay. When the scenario begins, each of you receives a note in the mail. This is after you've returned home from the war, of course, a couple of years after, and you guys have all sort of settled back into your civilian lives. But you get a note from Bob Brewer, Sergeant Brewer.
Weber is dead. Funeral next week on Long Island. Might go there watching me. Probably watching you too. Be careful. We need to talk. No phones. Angel Share Bar. You know the place. Thursday, 2000. Meet me there. JB.
Yeah. And kid, when you get this letter, something about it takes you right back to the moment you first met Colonel Weber. It was the day you arrived in Vietnam. You got on a helicopter and you were traveling towards the base. And when you looked across from you, you noticed the person sitting across from you was Lieutenant Colonel Weber. Okay. And this being your commanding officer, you're sort of sitting directly across from the big boss guy. You're feeling particularly self-conscious. The helicopter does eventually take off, and you guys start traveling over these rice paddies, and you can see this beautiful sunset in the distance. And you're feeling kind of nervous. You can feel your M16, between your legs. You're also feeling kind of like invincible because you're just out of boot camp, with your rest of your platoon mates, and you're hoping that you're going to arrive here to make a difference. And you remember the captain or the pilot coming over the speaker as you're flying in this. It's an army green UH-1. They call it a Huey back in the day. And you remember the thrum of the rotors, and then the pilot with a shit-eating grin on his face kind of turns around and he looks at you guys and he says,
"This is your captain speaking. Our flight should take about 45 minutes and we're flying over relatively safe territory. So, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy some in-flight entertainment."
and he pops in a cassette tape. And you remember the Doors playing in the background as Lieutenant Colonel Weber turns to you, kid. And he says, "Hey, what's your name, kid?"
Johnny Roberts, sir.
You don't mind if I call you kid, do you? You look kind of young.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. That's what other guys call me.
It's all right. I'm not going to ask.
We've
So
all
what are you
got to
gonna
do
do
our
after-
duty, sir. That's
What are you
I
gonna
signed
do
up
after
for,
the-
sir.
What are you going to do after the war is over, kid?
Well, I like cars. I'm gonna set up an auto maintenance company in the town where I'm growing up, and obviously there's several girls looking out for me. So I'll pick one of them, I think, and settle down with her, and it'll all be very happy, sir.
All right, kid. That's what I like to hear. Positivity. And
Yes,
you
sir.
remember as you're descending down towards the base, you remember looking at the base is right along this line of trees at the edge of the rice paddies. And you remember looking down on it and seeing these strange lights in the trees. And you're thinking to yourself, I wonder what that is. But it was just a passing thought. Okay. So, now that you guys have the note from Sergeant Brewer, who is planning to attend the funeral? Or is anyone not planning to attend the funeral? I guess is really the question.
I'm going.
Okay. It doesn't
I'm
take
not.
It doesn't take much research before you realize that the funeral the funeral service is meant to be held on Friday. So if you were to go into New York, you could potentially meet Brewer at the Angel's Share Bar on Thursday. Yeah. Who wants to do that? Or is there anything else you would like to do?
I'll go. Yeah, for sure.
I'll,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him, but this
I'll
is
go
the
meet Brewer.
Anyone not want to go?
Yeah, I feel too ashamed. That note, I mean, it's a scrappy note. He's obviously sent it to everyone. He's just
Mm-hmm.
contacted me out of, to let everyone know, but he doesn't really want me there. None of them want to see me.
Okay. All right. Well, the rest of you guys, and I'm going to start with Padre, because you're the first to arrive at the Angel's Share Bar. And you remember it because you guys met here shortly after you came home. There's a deep crimson door at the bottom of a small set of stairs. And everything in New York at this time was covered in grime and graffiti. There's a neon sign at the bottom of the stairs advertising Miller High Life. And you can hear the din of the New York City cars passing by up above, occasional footsteps and splashing puddles as people walk by. The interior of the bar is cramped. It has brick walls and the floors are kind of dirty. The place smells like stale tobacco. And when you walk in, the guy at the bar says, "Hey, Padre, how's it going? What can I get you?" You don't recognize him.
Actually, I'm here just to meet someone. Could I just have water for now?
Of course. Who are you here to meet? Any of the guys?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a long time. What's your name?
He gives you a kind of a funny look, and he's like, "Maurice. My name's Maurice."
Maurice. Do I know
Yeah.
Maurice?
Make an intelligence roll.
89. No.
You can't
But I
remember
pretend that I
Maurice.
do. I pretend
Yeah.
that I do.
Okay.
Um,
And Dutch, right about this time you walk through the door. And Maurice greets you as well. "Dutch! Hey, man. How's it
Who the
going?"
fuck are you?
"Maurice. What is with you guys?" A moment later, Flowers, GB, you guys meet each other just outside the door and walk in, right behind Dutch.
After you.
And Maurice is like, Flowers, GB, hey, the gang's all here. Where's the kid?
Yeah, where is the kid? Anyone talk to him?
Look, what the hell's going on? Is this guy some kind of joke?
So get the intelligence roll to see if we recognise the fella or
Sure.
remember him.
If you like.
No.
I actually pass with a 19, which is a hard success.
There's something about him which feels awfully familiar, but it's not coming to you.
I don't know if the kid's coming or not. You know, last time I talked to him, he blames himself for a lot of stuff, and he's not really in his right mind. He's trying to cope, but I don't think I think he's probably having the worst out of all of us. He was awfully young.
The door to the bar opens, and Sergeant Brewer walks in. Looks very different from what you remember. His hair is starting to gray. He looks dirty and tired, and
Hey,
kind
Sarge.
of nervous, and fidgety, unshaven. He's, hey, Padre, Flowers, Dutch, GB. Where's the kid, man?
I don't keep him on a leash.
Well, shit, he's
I-
not coming for the funeral?
Well, I'm not going to that damn funeral, but I'm here.
I can call him on the phone and see what he's up to. Maybe he didn't get your message.
Maybe. Hey, he looks kind of nervous. He's like, can we talk in the back room? You guys don't remember there being a back room in this bar.
Sure. A back room.
They renovated.
Yeah, he kind of walks to the back of the bar, and there's a curtain, and he pulls the curtain aside, and there's a red door that you've never seen before. And he opens the door up, and he kind of like walks on through.
Give me a minute. I'll call him on the payphone, see if I can get a hold of him.
All right.
But if they want to go in, I'll see where they go.
Oh, hold on. Didn't the note say no phones? What is this? What's going?
Well, I was just going to call the kid.
Bob,
Brewer looks at you, and he's like, "Oh, it's all right. Just get him here. He
All
needs
right.
to hear this. He's part of it too."
So I'll call him.
Kid, you get a
After
phone
a
call.
while,
Yeah.
hi.
Johnny,
Uh,
it's Ben.
who's that?
It's Benjamin.
Oh,
Padre.
Benjamin. Oh, right. How's it going? Huh?
I don't know. It's kind of weird, but Brewer asked me to call you and say he needs you here to talk.
It's not very convenient right now.
Look, I know
Um,
that you have some psych problems about this, but dude, it's okay. We're all in the same boat. We're all your friends. We were all there together. We got your
Yeah,
back.
I don't have psych problems.
We all have psych problems, dude.
No, but it's got to be a man. Yeah, I got the note. So give me an hour.
All right. Well, hurry over. All right.
I'll
It's
drive
cool.
as fast as I can.
I got your back. I'll take care of you. Don't worry.
All right.
All right. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Padre.
And then I will go to the red door and go through.
Okay,
Okay, so let me know when I arrive,
I will do
please.
that.
So he's on his way.
How about the rest of you guys?
Time we were here.
Sorry, I think you might have got cut off.
When was the last time we were here?
Last time you were here was a couple of years ago when you first came back from your deployment.
Okay, we
Sort of
haven't
had
been back
a
since.
yeah, you guys had a sort of a celebration together, and then you went off your separate ways, but you haven't really seen each other for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take in the atmosphere of the bar before heading through the red door. Just, I don't know, being nosy, keeping an eye out for.
Can you make a
running
spot
my
hidden
eyes
check
across-
for me?
Yeah. Oh, 15. So that's a hard.
You notice behind the curtain and on the wall next to the door, there's a strange kind of you would almost describe it as like a tinge or a mold, and it's kind of like pinkish.
Joy, pink mold.
Yeah, like a
Make a note
discoloration on the wall.
make a note to stand a little as far away from that kind of stuff as I can, because if that's giving off spores, I don't want that stuff getting in my lungs.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. And I guess the rest of you guys just head on in to the back room.
I'm getting a drink first.
All right. Yeah. What are you having, Dutch?
Yeah, if I could just get double scotch on the rocks, Marty.
Maurice. It's Maurice.
Right, Maurice.
He pours you a double scotch and he slides it over to you. He's like, on the house.
Oh, how kind of you.
Anything for a friend.
Flowers?
Yeah.
Think Bob's gone a little screwy.
Well, okay, that's a comparative scale. I mean, who are you comparing him against?
Well, I mean, if you compare him with anybody on the street, I suppose we've all got a screw loose, but I mean, what is this?
I
What is this
don't know.
shit?
I mean, I'll look to fella behind the bar. What do you think?
What do I think about Brewer?
Well,
Looks
this
a little-
whole situation.
Looks a little rough around the edges, if you ask me.
Again, who doesn't?
Yeah, that's true.
You've been working at this bar long, Maurice?
Sure. You know that. And kid,
I'm
you walk in about this time.
as
Hey.
he's walking in, I'm just saying to the guy behind the bar, saying, "You're gonna have to enlighten me, fella. My memory is like a lump of Swiss cheese. It's got so many holes in it after breathing in so much of that crap back in Nam. That can you jog up some memory? What was the last op we went on? What's kind of your key memory of us? Stuff that I did? Because I'm drawing a blank here, man, and I
He's
hate
like-
not knowing or not remembering."
We didn't go on ops together, Flowers. Hey, and Sergeant Brewer steps out of the back room and he's like, "Kid, you're here. Come on back here. Hurry up."
Oh, okay, Sarge.
Let the kid get a drink first, Bob.
I don't allow that. As soon as I physically possibly can, I would like to put the kid in a headlock because I'm happy to see him.
Okay.
So I don't know
are you
how
gonna
many
resist
steps.
this? Kid, are you going to resist this?
No,
Or is it- Okay.
no,
All right.
and I'll cheer up a lot. It is great to see you guys, and I'm happy to be here. Sorry I'm late, man.
Okay, yeah. Maurice is
Sorry,
laughing, and he's kind of like, "Hey guys, no fighting in the bar."
Yeah, like I'm like, you thought you were gonna come here, man, motherfucker. I'd have dragged your ass here. Just happy to see him.
And Brewer keeps waving you guys back to the back room.
Okay. I'll get myself a beer.
Mm-hmm. You got it, kid. Beer it is. All right. Yeah, and Maurice hands you a beer. And anything else? Okay. All right, so you guys walk into the back room with
Another beer,
Brewer.
please.
Hey. I felt like I was all alone back here for 20 minutes.
You were, in fact. Still, it is a very comfortable room. It's dimly lit with brick walls and tiled floors. There's a few small tables with chairs against the near wall. Sergeant Brewer is sitting down at one of the tables. He's smoking a cigarette, and he's pulled an ashtray up close. And he motions for you guys to sit down at the table.
All sit.
I stand.
Come on, Dutch. Just sit. You always have to be different.
He kind of looks at you, but doesn't really take much notice of it. And he says, "Listen, I know how this is going to sound, but I've been seeing things and hearing things, and I have these episodes. It's like I'm dreaming, but it feels real. It's like I'm back in the war, and I see things. I see people." I see people that aren't there, but they are there. You know what I mean? It feels really, really real. And he's looking at you guys, and he's like,
You and me both. You and me both, Bob.
He's like, "Look, man, I already went to see a doctor. He gave me some fucking pills, and he slaps this pill bottle down on the table. Like they're not helping."
Question.
Yeah.
He slapped the pill bottle down. When you have a pill bottle, even back then, it would have the amount for this prescription, how much, like 30, 60, whatever.
Yeah.
How many does it say?
Oh, it says 20.
And does it look like there's less than 20 in this bottle?
Yeah, but not many. Because he's like, I started remembering things, and the pills were not helping, so I stopped taking them.
Are they also the same kind of colour pink as this mould on the wall?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to that. He's like,
I'll just chuckle and say you should be licking that stuff off the wall rather than taking that. It'd be cheaper than whatever a doc's charging you.
He's like, no, you're not.
What is the
flowers?
What is? No, go ahead.
He's like, the doctor's working with them. He's like, these fucking pills are not what they say they are. I stopped taking them, and now I'm remembering things. I'm remembering things I didn't remember before. Things we did, okay? Things I think I might have done. And there were these lights. There were lights in the trees. Come on, don't you remember? Doesn't anybody remember? Am I the only one?
I remember a lot of stuff, Bob.
Okay, look. There was a special ops mission. Do you remember that? And that part sounds a little bit familiar, like maybe a half-remembered memory. And he's like, think hard, okay? and he looks you right in the eyes, Dutch, and he says, "There was a pink box. Do you remember the pink box? I'd like you all to make intelligence checks. See if you can make a hard intelligence check for me."
I did make a hard. I got 28
I
out of
failed.
37.
Oh yeah, I did too. I got 24 out of 55.
Yeah, the two of you guys are like, it's almost like somebody called you out like on a half-remembered dream you had a long time ago, and you didn't really even know what it was about. It's so confusing. There was like a pink box,
Oh, 'cause I do remember that on the back of a.
but you don't remember
journal
any of the
I didn't notice about
context.
back
Yeah,
So it was like a pink box on the back of a 7-ton.
Yeah.
You just remember the box. You don't really remember what the context was. But you remember there was a pink box.
It was really pink. It was too pink, like pink,
Barbie pink.
super pink. Yeah. Lipstick pink.
He's like, okay, yeah. You're starting to remember. He's like,
No,
reaches into
I
his-
think you're-
Dutch, look at this, okay? Look at this. And he reaches into his pocket and he takes out a photo, okay? And he puts it on the table. And now this is just a stock photo I'm showing you, but I want you to imagine that you recognize yourselves and each other in it, okay? He's like, look, this is us, right? He's like, and he points at the guy standing right between Flowers and Dutch. He's like, now who is this guy?
Oh,
And
that's.
why don't you guys? Yeah, and it's just like, it looks kind of familiar. And why don't you guys make another hard intelligence check for this one?
Oh, I failed that one.
I failed.
Oh, I made this one. This
It's
one
not a-
I make nearly
Kid, you-
extreme.
His face comes
Now, who
back
was
to you.
that?
You're like, you were
Who
friends
was
with this
that?
guy, but like his name is just like you can't quite register the name, but you were friends with this guy. You remember him.
I say it's a fella called Smith. That's usually a good bet, but otherwise I'm drawing a blank.
Where was
Yeah.
he from again?
Yeah, Brewer looks at the recognition on the kid's face, and he's like, "Yeah, you too, huh?"
And I nearly remember a pink box, 29, when I needed a 27. So it's sort of tantalizing on the edge of my memory, that thing as well.
If you
It's
were
like
just a
something-
little bit luckier.
2 little bits of luck. Yeah.
I want to look at the bottle of drugs. What prescription is it?
You've never heard of this drug before.
I want acetylpropylene. Wow, what the hell is that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, 5,7 acetomonoxyl, diethylpropene or something.
And
Anyway,
that's
Brewer,
only half the name.
Brewer's like, something happened to us. Something they don't want us to remember. They did something to us, man. I don't know what, but they did
Yeah, it
something
was
to
called
us.
Nom. We were there for a year.
No, Dutch. They did something to us that made us not remember what we saw. And they did it to our minds. And they
There's
know
a
I'm
lot
onto
of
them
stuff
now.
I can't remember.
They're
Even like-
following me, and they might be following you too.
I saw a light in a tree once. I remember that.
You
He's,
saw
he
it.
suddenly,
Tree.
like, without warning, he suddenly stands up and looks at his watch and looks really nervous. And he's like, "Look, I gotta go. Okay, think about it. I'll see you tomorrow at the funeral.
Where are you
fucking
going,
be
Bob?
there, man. Fucking be at the funeral, Dutch. I need you."
Yeah,
He's
well,
like,
last
"I'll
I
meet-
check, I not enlisted anymore, and you don't tell me what the fuck to do.
Oh, there
Be
it
there
is.
tomorrow.
Guys,
I'd-
knock it off.
I'd forgotten your
And-
signature, Dutch.
And he
Don't tell
leaves
me
through
what
the
to
door.
do. It's a wonder you lasted in the military, but I get your reaction. We don't have to take orders anymore. But maybe we should all be there to support one another and find out what the hell Bob is on about. I mean, it didn't feel like he's just, got a little PTSD. It sounds like he's freaking out. Did he take his pills or did he forget?
He forgot the pills, as a matter of fact.
Shit. I'll pick him up, put him in my pocket.
You need to be there. I wasn't a fan of Lieutenant Colonel, but he at the very least he was one of us. The least we can do is give them a perspective of going to his funeral. And Dutch, I swear to God in creation, if you don't show up, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna smoke the dog shit out of you. I swear to God, if you do not show up, I will find you.
I'm real scared, GB.
Okay. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
GB, it's easier if you say to him, "Don't you dare show up for the funeral."
That some reverse something or other.
Well, he's already contrary, so he's a contrarian. God, I missed you guys. It's weird because
I'm going to quietly go and get myself another drink.
You're going to go out to the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get myself a beer and a large chaser.
Okay.
I wish that we didn't have all of this horror and baggage attached to our friendship. Because I like you guys, but I sometimes don't like the way I feel when I'm around you guys just because of that. That's what we have in common.
Yeah, our own little slice of the nightmare that is life. So, yeah, flowers. It seems our good friend Bob is schizophrenic or something, huh?
Oh, a something, but I'm not a shrink, so I don't know what the hell, what name or word you'd apply to it. I know I've got memory issues, but
we remember the box, or at least some of us do.
What box, Padre? You're getting in your head, man.
No, but I mean, there's no reason why if he said it out loud that I could suddenly see that box sitting on the back of a truck for some reason.
I don't remember people playing with any Barbie shit out in More
like Pepto-Bismol.
Ugh.
There's no reason why you'd paint a box that color either. That's really weird.
Anyone else remember the tree, the lights in the trees? I do remember that. When I saw the Colonel the first time coming in a Huey.
I don't know what you're talking
saw
about.
Saw this tree with lights in.
LZ flare, maybe?
Christmas?
I remember a lot of confusion. It's like I can see scenes from when we were there, but then there's an awful lot of jungle and flashing lights and like sparkles on water and I guess we've blocked it out.
Kid,
did you ever feel like somebody was watching you while you were there?
What do you mean? The whole jungle is watching us, man.
No, but there were a couple of times. There were a couple of times when I felt like there was something bigger and greater that was just beyond the trees, kind of looking down and making sure that we all made it.
Some people call that God,
Well, I mean, I go to church.
Yeah.
I'm Catholic. But this was the first time it ever felt real.
Look, if there was something watching that was going on in that jungle, it can go fuck itself, all right?
No. That's definitely an acceptable position for a human being to make. But I don't know.
Kid, you step out into the bar to go get yourself another beer. And the bar you step out into is distinctly different from the bar that you remember. This bar is loud, it's gritty, it smells like beer and marijuana and sweat. There's a bunch of punk rockers in like leather jackets and metal. And almost immediately, somebody who's in the mosh pit comes flying out and slams into you. You're like, what the fuck, man? Stay out of the way.
I grip him up, like immediately. He doesn't even get to stay the. And as soon as he says that, I grip him up and I put him against the wall. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't quite fucking hear you.
Okay, why don't you make an unarmed attack roll for me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's it? Unarmed? Hold on. That is a hard success.
Okay. Yeah, you grab him and you pin him up against the wall, and he's like, what the hell, man?
I
And you
I
hear
look over
Maurice
to
go,
see what's
hey,
happened.
what did I say about fighting in here? Take it outside. And you look over at Maurice, and Maurice looks a little different too. He's kind of wearing a leather jacket. His hair is spiked. And he's standing there looking at you with these kind of angry eyes.
Does he recognize us this time?
Let him go, GB. He's just a kid.
I kind of like release him and I kind of like pat down his leather jacket.
Yeah, he just brushes himself. It's like, dude, asshole.
You know, for Maurice, I'm not going to give him an elbow to the jaw. For Maurice,
I'll come out if I hear the noise, and
Oh yeah, you hear the noise.
if I notice the weird stuff, I'm not going to pay that much close attention until I sort of grab the guys and be like, all right, come on, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Why don't you guys go ahead and make sand checks for me also, since this is a very strange scene.
I'm scuttling over to the bar though. I want to get the drink that I need.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, what kind of drink? Beer?
Beer, Coors, yeah, and a chaser.
All right. Yeah. He just slams it down. There you go.
Take a sip of the beer and swallow the chaser, and then I make my sand roll. 13. I passed the sand.
I failed my sand roll.
Okay.
I also
you lose
failed.
one Dutch, and GB, you lose one as well.
You guys want to go somewhere and get something to eat?
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
Just checking on the time frame. Is that attire? Is that hairdo in keeping with 75?
I mean,
no, that should be like late 70s, early 80s,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm thinking. I just want to make sure I'm not reading something into it that I shouldn't be.
it's definitely a little ahead, but it's New York City.
It's New York City, exactly. So you would have had the punk scene around then. By 77, punk was well established, at least in the UK. And it must have been around in New York in 75.
Still going to look at the guy really weirdly. Is the same pink shit still on the walls? This mold?
You don't even see the curtain that you came through.
I just look, kind of doing a double take repeatedly back from the wall.
Would you like to make another? Would you like to make another sand check, or are you going to stick with that one? Yeah, I'll invite you if you'd like to, but I'm not going to require it.
No, 25.
I'm just going to finish my drink.
Okay. Yeah.
Drink is my reality medicine. When I see the shadows, when anything weird is happening, then I find that a drink helps.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm not drinking. So I look around at you guys. I'm like, this place changed just in the last hour.
Did it, or has it always been like this?
I thought it was kind of wholesome a little while ago. It was nice leather seats on the bar stools, and the music wasn't so. Maybe it's like a happy hour or something.
Yeah, late night crowd.
What the hell happened to Maurice? He looks like he dipped his head in the refrigerator or something.
Can I go for a reality check?
What is a reality check?
Where I disbelieve what I'm seeing, so I make a sanity roll to see if I can see the underlying truth of what is really there. Because if I'm suffering from delusions, there is a rule for reality checks in the core book.
That's interesting. I suppose you could try that.
Now we should go to Denny's.
10. The dice like my sand rolls, but I failed every other roll apart from that spot hidden so far.
Something about this room doesn't feel right. Like the walls sort of breathe in a way. They sort of move in and out a little bit. And you feel like at any moment the whole thing might just float away or something. Like it's all just gossamer.
You're getting drunk. Come on.
On what?
Let's go get some food in us.
No, I don't like this at all. Keeper. The Bible I have on me. When I open its pages, does it seem normal?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm going to move over to the door and sort of open it and hold it as if I'm sort of
The door to the
convincing
street.
them to go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get out of this.
Yeah.
The air is stifling in here.
Just got to finish my drink.
Just finish your darn drink. I try not to cuss
Slam it down. Any shadows?
Are you seeing shadows?
I'm looking around because it's kind of weird.
I mean,
but,
it is
as long as there are no
kind of
shadows,
It is a basement bar, so it is kind of a dimly lit. It is shadowy.
right. But they're not moving. If I move around, the shadows don't follow me.
No, but you get some funny looks from Maurice behind the bars. You're like, kid, what are you doing?
Oh, that's okay. I sort of relax. As long as the shadows aren't moving when I move, then that's okay. Oh, nothing, Maurice. It's cool. Great to see you. Okay, let's go.
All right. Where are you going to go, Padre?
Do we feel familiar with this area? We'll go to the nearest Denny's. I don't know what they've got in New York.
It's Manhattan. They have all kinds of things all night long.
Where we can get pancakes and breakfast for dinner.
Okay. So you go to a diner?
Night. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And coffee.
Okay. So you guys gather at a local diner, kind of a Greasy Spoon.
What do you think this is all about? We're obviously seeing something. Could this be some sort of weird CIA thing where they hypnotized us and now we're starting to remember shit like pink box? I mean, think about it. You see lights in the trees and I see the pink box, and it's all because of something Bob triggered in us. I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not much of a conspiracy person.
Is there alcohol on the menu in this diner?
Denny's, there might be beer.
Yeah, beer and
Okay.
cheap wine.
Right. I'll have
What state do
some.
you guys live in?
I'll have some of that.
States where alcohol can be bought everywhere.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
about New York, but
Okay, sorry, Padre. I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
Padre thinks that we were a bunch of lab rats for the CIA while we were in Nam.
I don't remember any of that. But it feels like, when somebody says something to you about something that happened when you were a kid and you haven't thought about it since you were a kid, and then suddenly there's that memory. Where the hell did that come from? That's what it felt like when he said that pink box. And now I can't stop thinking about that darn pink box.
Well, see,
still drawing a
I'm
blank on
imagining
some.
a pink box myself, since you all won't shut up about a pink box. But that's how it works. You say something stupid, and now I keep picturing it in my head, even though it isn't real, Padre.
Okay.
It'd be like if I started talking about the purple monkey. There was a purple monkey living in the trees outside of and now you're picturing a purple monkey living out in the jungle in Vietnam.
He was a pretty
Congratulations.
angry little fella, if I remember right.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Are we
laughed
that
loud and
impressionable?
inappropriately.
I,
Ha ha
I,
ha ha.
I don't think that we're that impressionable.
Speak for yourself,
Um,
monkey boy, or purple monkey boy.
What do you guys want to do about tomorrow? What time is the funeral?
Where is the funeral?
The funeral is basically midday, and it is at the Long Island National Cemetery.
You got to go to Long Island.
Suffolk
Oh.
County, New York. You can take a taxi or you can take a train.
Why don't we get together tomorrow for another breakfast and just go together? We can cut out afterwards. I'm just
Why
kind of
your
curious.
obsession with pancakes, Padre? I've always wondered that about you.
They're sweet, they're flat, and they don't argue with you.
Pancakes are flat, aren't they? Crepes.
Well, no, those are really flat and bigger. Oh,
Midday is very early. I think I may just stay here and make a night of it and then go on to the funeral in the morning. Anyone want to do that?
I need my beauty sleep.
do you guys live in New York, or I live in New
I
York.
do, yeah.
Oh,
You want to stay up all night, kid?
Well, it's the best way to guarantee I'll make the funeral. Otherwise, I might sleep, best will in the world.
I mean, you could crash on my
Sleep
couch.
food.
I'll make sure you don't miss the funeral.
Okay, Padre. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I,
So you're
I,
going to split up for the night?
I would like to do a psych roll on myself. Is that possible?
A reality check? Psych roll? What is a psych roll?
Well, I've got psychology. I'm trying to analyze myself. And see if
You have
I'm
psychoanalysis
not
or
losing.
psychology?
I have psychology. I've got both, actually.
Okay.
But I've
I
got
think
more
this would be a
psychology.
psychoanalysis. Yeah.
All right. Just to see if I feel like I'm going crazy.
Okay.
And I have no idea. I'm not a psychologist.
Yeah,
so-
you're probably going crazy.
Yeah. As long as we go crazy together, I don't want to go crazy alone. That's kind of why I don't want the kid to just stay off by himself. It's too easy to
Living
go
that
off.
unpublished Enid Blyton book, Five Go Mad in New York.
All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow then.
Yeah. So, flowers. You decide to take a cab home. And you can hear Buffalo Springfield playing over the radio as you're thinking about this pink box, you know,
But
and
That I
the
still can't
weirdness
remember
behind it.
anything about whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah. And you turn this corner and your jaw drops as going the opposite direction, you see the strangest bright pink truck driving the other direction, and the whole thing like all of a sudden the memory just clicks into place, and you're like, there was like a pink box, and you remember it being like a metallic and smooth and kind of shiny.
Like rose gold?
Yeah, but pinkish, like nothing you'd ever seen before.
Part of me almost just wants to burst out laughing at the sight of a pink truck, because
Yeah.
no truck in the world is
Yeah.
ever that pink.
And as soon as you see it, it turns the corner and then it's gone. And you're like, that is absurd. Like, did I even just see that? Like,
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's hard
I'll ask the
to
driver.
believe that you even saw a thing like that, right?
I'll ask the driver, what the hell was that?
What was what?
That massive, great pink truck that just went past.
You know, this is New York City, man. We see all kinds of things.
Yeah, no shit. Crying out loud! I've seen some weird shit tonight, and that has
Yeah.
to be up there on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, and just when you think it couldn't get any weirder, the cab driver, he drops you off.
Metallic pink rose gold box.
Yeah. And when you get out of the cab and it's starting to get dark now, you kind of look over at the wall on the side of the street, and you see this graffiti that reads "Trust the lights." And you're like, oh,
Well,
this
I
is
certainly
very
don't trust the dark.
strange thing to see. Yeah. Yeah. And you turn around and you realize this street is not home. And it's wet and it's raining. And there's something about it that gives you a strong sense of deja vu.
Amazing. Why does it always piss it down when you're in the wrong part of town? I will turn around and start heading back towards the main road, looking to flag down another cab.
Yeah. You watch in the distance as a few people run past the end of the street. And you're like, I wonder why they're running, you know?
But it's
And
raining.
the whole thing is like the sense of deja vu becomes increasing. And then you hear some gunshots in the distance.
It is New York.
Yeah.
It's not a wholesome town.
Yeah. And
No,
you
I'm
realize
gonna make-
this is just like this place in Saigon that you remember. This street where there was a firefight that took place. And you can smell the smoke drifting down, and you can start to hear the explosions on the next street. And all of a sudden, you're not even sure you're in the same place anymore.
I duck and
And
cover.
some bullets begin whizzing by your head. Yeah, you're gonna duck and yeah. Okay, yeah, you're listening to all these things happening around you. More bullets are whizzing by your head, and all of a sudden, someone grabs you from behind by the body armor, and you hear Sergeant Brewer's voice as he presses his face into yours, going, "What the fuck are you doing? I said get up on that 50! Return fire! Return fire! God damn it!"
Looking around, but going.
He
what
shoves
50
you
cal?
hard towards a Jeep, and you can see a 50 caliber machine gun at the top with nobody on it. You can see the body of a fellow soldier laying next to the Jeep. There's a pool of blood around him.
I'm up on that gun and I'm filling the air full of lead.
Okay, yeah, you click the thing into place, and you look down at the end of the street, And all you see are people running, and you can see civilians among them. Some people have guns, some people don't.
I'm trying to aim at the ones that have got guns and trying to spare those that don't.
Okay. Sergeant Brewer's like, return fire, god damn it! And then you just start... And yeah, the whole thing is shaking and firing and firing. And the people at the end of the street are just like, pieces of them are just completely shattering into fine pink mist. Everything that the thing shoots just turns into a mist. And then there's bodies and pieces of bodies all over at the end of the street.
Hopefully by the time that I stop or the belt runs dry, that there's nothing shooting back at me.
Yeah. When the belt runs dry, you look up and you're in your bed.
Either I need to start drinking more or just need to drinking a hell of a lot less. I'm going to get up and get some water and hopefully find some paracetamol or whatever, like aspirin, to hopefully clear my head.
Okay. All right. Next morning comes along, and it's time for you guys to go to the funeral. Who's going and who's not?
I'll go. I'll be going.
I'm not going.
Okay. All right. The next day is a wet day.
Padre wakes me up.
Yeah, wake up.
Right.
Oh, go. The shower's open. Take a shower. Let's get dressed and go. How are you feeling?
Okay. On the way home, or after Denny's, I said I needed to go to 7-Eleven to get some cigarettes, which I did. But I also, it's pretty obvious that I got myself a bottle of spirits, so I was able to sleep more easily with that. And you can see when you wake me up, there's like about a third of the bottle is left in there. So I'll seal that up. Have coffee, tot of the spirits, and then I'll have the shower. Once
you can smoke out on the balcony.
Yeah, okay, man. Right.
I get it. All right.
Thanks, Padre.
Anytime.
Thanks, man.
All right, and then we head out.
Okay. When you guys get to Long Island National Cemetery, it's raining again, thundering a little bit in the distance. There's a small honor guard in dress uniforms. And they're all gathered around. There's not too many civilians. And it's a pretty simple ceremony. And the priest, pretty much immediately begins benedictions and doing his thing. You don't see Dutch there, but the rest of you are there. And you see a figure in the distance standing under a tree that looks a lot like Sergeant Brewer. So maybe that's him. And there's an honor guard with guns, and they give Lieutenant Colonel Weber a 21-gun salute. And when they begin this, I'm going to ask you guys to do some sand checks because the guns are quite loud and percussive.
I flinch, but I'm okay.
I fail.
I'm okay.
Kid, you have some weird reaction to this. You take 2 sanity loss, by the way. And as the guns begin firing, you kind of close your eyes. hope that it goes away. You know, you're just clearly shaken. And as soon as you do, you smell the jungle. And you remember exactly what it was like, because the rain and the smell of the warm rain just brings it right back. And as you're standing there and you suddenly hear a couple bullets whiz by your head, and someone's hand grabs your shoulder and pulls you down hard. And it's like, get down, man! And Hernandez grabs you. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You trying to get shot?
I duck.
I ain't dying because you can't keep your shit together, man. And he shoves you into the ground even harder.
I lie on the ground.
You can smell the jungle, the smoke drifting around you, the lingering smell of death and decay. Every once in a while, a stray bullet will whiz by your head. You hear Hernandez yell at somebody in a tree a little bit away. You got eyes on him? Where's it coming from? Can you see it? Somebody else yells back, 2 o'clock, 200 meters. And then up ahead in the trees, there's a bright, shimmering light. And Hernandez is like, and you can see silhouettes of people moving around in front of the light. And Hernandez is like, who is those guys? Is that our guys? What the fuck are those lights?
The lights.
And he stands up, and then there's suddenly a bullet that nails him right in the head. His body just drops to the ground. There's blood and brains and bits of bone all over suddenly. And there's this fine, warm, kind of like sticky mist that finds its way onto your lips and tongue and starts to taste salty and metallic. And I need you to make a sand check, kid. And the rest of you guys are watching as the 21 gun salute is happening, and Kid is shaking, almost like he's having a seizure.
I make the second sand check. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Put my hand on his shoulder, steadying him.
Okay. Yeah. And Kid,
Thanks.
you feel this hand on your shoulder, and all of a sudden, yeah, you are back in reality.
I flinch at first because I think it's Hernandez again, putting his hand on my shoulder. But then I realize it's Padre, and it's okay. It's all okay.
It is, except that you have mud on your hands and feet.
Huh. Is it like mud from the ground here?
No, you never touch the ground here.
I show my hand to Padre. Where'd I get this mud?
I'll pull out a handkerchief and say, how'd you do that?
I don't know. He can see the mud, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the mud is real.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
looking
okay,
around at the trees in the cemetery. Are there any VC in there? Any lights in the trees?
No. This is just the Long Island National Cemetery.
I'm out of reality medicine. When will this damn funeral be over?
Yeah. Pretty shortly
Not
after
much
that,
left.
they lower the casket into the ground, and people begin to disperse.
I'll kind of lean over in GB's direction and just going to say, I think Dutch just triple dog dared you to go after him and find him like you promised.
Oh, well, I kind of like roll my eyes because, sometimes you say stuff you don't really want to do it, but now I have to do it.
We all have to deal with the demons in our heads, and Dutch has a lot of them. So cut him some slack.
Well, I'll cut him some slack after he comes back. I'm gonna go get him. he doesn't get a pass just because he's having a hard day. We all had hard days.
Well, let's all go see him then. Take this party to his house. You can pin him on the floor and give him a noogie.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I'm ready to go get him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call. I'm just gonna go get
Kid,
him.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Feeling a little thirsty.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Dude, maybe we call you Johnny from now on. You're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, okay.
All right, come on,
Okay.
Johnny.
All right.
For the record, I'm
So
still
guys-
calling you kid. You've only paid taxes like what, 3 times? Get out of here.
Hell, it makes me feel old if I refer to you by anything else.
So you guys decide to go get Dutch. Easiest thing to do, of course, in New York City is take the subway. So that's what you do. You go to the nearest subway platform and you wait for the subway. And on the subway platform, there's a group of buskers singing a song that sounds kind of familiar.
What is it with pink everywhere?
I'll toss a $5 bill in their hat before I realize that they're all wearing pink.
Okay.
So I then
One
look
of them's like,
shocked.
hey, thanks, man. Trust the lights.
The hell did you just say?
That's what it says, man. And he points over to the wall. There's some graffiti on the wall that reads, trust the lights.
The lights.
Yeah, man. Trust the lights.
Okay, so I think I would like a reality check now. Do I sense, other than the weird pink stuff, is there anything else I'm seeing that would indicate to me that like this is like a dream or this is like a shared hallucination, or it just almost seems like this is compiled and whoever compiled it was sloppy.
It doesn't feel like a dream. It feels very real. I mean, you're looking around, you're seeing your friends, you see a subway.
Yeah, but okay. How much? What about like pink things? How many more pink things am I seeing? I mean, not like I mean things that shouldn't be pink, like cats or like rats.
Pink rats, good God.
I mean, you
Pink
definitely
easy
you
to
look
get.
it's kind of weird because you start looking around. It's like the number 420. Like the more you start looking for it, the more you start to see it, right? And the more you start to see, like, I'm not sure whether what I'm seeing is an unusual preponderance of pink or whether there's just just a normal amount of pink. But you
Maybe
encounter
it's a new
pink.
fashion
Yeah.
trend.
It's hard to say.
Surely there was a 7-Eleven near to the to the metro entrance,
Sure.
so I was able to get a bottle of something.
Now
Just a moment, guys. Just went in and came out again.
Now, you can't carry that around open, but if we get
No. I'm just gonna deal with my thirst for a moment, and then I'll got a brown bag and then not have too much, and then close the brown bag and put it in my pocket, and then I don't need any for the metro journey. I just needed to.
I hate to think what state your liver is in, man.
New York.
Oh, I'm young. This is my reality medicine. As long as there are no shadows moving around, I'm okay. I mean, You're all going crazy because of this pink stuff. For me, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm with you on shadows. I mean, I hate them as long as they're not illuminated.
Yeah.
But
So you guys board the subway heading towards Dutch's place. And Padre, as the train pulls away, standing on the platform in the shadows, you see this child. His eyes are bulging out. He's standing there staring at you.
Oh,
And
got
then-
it, guys. It's my turn. Did you see that? Do you see him? Do you see?
Follow the
And the
direction of where
train
he's
just,
pointing.
yeah, the train pulls out of the station, and he's pointing like back at the, no, there, back at the platform.
It was him. It was him.
What, the Kool-Aid man? Who's him?
It was my long lost demon. And I tell you guys the story about the kid that I found. Except I'm not seeing a little kid that looked like him. What I just saw was a dead kid. He was almost blue, the color of his skin. Blue-gray. I think we're all losing it.
Johnny, do you want to share some of that reality and liver purifying med with Padre here?
Make sure
So I think
cop
he-
doesn't see you.
Eventually,
Yeah,
the
sure.
subway does pull up to the station where you guys are able to get to Dutch's apartment, flat, whatever. Where do you live, Dutch?
Dutch lives in a shitty apartment in Queens.
Okay, so that's where you end up, in Queens.
We'll see if he hears us coming before we get there.
No such luck, and now you guys end up knocking on the door. And Dutch, are you home?
Yeah, Dutch has been spending the day stoned out of his mind.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I bang on the
and
door
smell
very
of
loudly.
yeah, the smell of marijuana can be smelled coming through the door even.
Now he's
Are you
really
gonna
in trouble
answer it?
because he's not
Yeah.
sharing.
all right, I get up and I open the door.
I force my way in and I just jump on him.
Hello,
Great man.
we're here to...
Jesus, you're always so goddamn literal about everything, GB.
I want to transition into a rear naked choke. And I'm
Who's
just
the
like,
naked
oh, you thought I was lying. You thought I was lying. You thought I was playing. Huh? You thought I was playing.
We didn't expect him to get naked there, but
And now we got a pink oboe to add to the whole collection of shit that we're seeing.
oh no.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, GB. I'll let you off this time.
There, the funeral was kind of what you expected, but
Yeah, we just
everybody
ground
dressed up in their
now.
uniforms and
Yeah.
shooting off their guns.
pretending like his life really meant something.
Did you see the sergeant?
I thought I saw him off in the trees, but I don't remember talking to him.
He's really going through something, man.
Yeah.
How do you get us all together to make sure we're going to go to the funeral and then we get to the funeral and you're like off in the distance like Batman?
Well,
But
screwy with that guy here. Try some of this, GB.
I'm just going to assume that you have standards. So before I even, so whoa, some people have work tomorrow.
Well, some people aren't me, so
And some people have sick time, and I'll partake.
And I don't partake except that simply by standing in the room, I'm partaking.
We're getting a contact high just by being present. Yeah.
Dutch, ever since yesterday, we've each individually been seeing things or hearing things or feeling things. Something that Bob woke up inside of us is really bugging us. You haven't seen the same things, but I saw a little kid that I saw in Nam that was dead. And I don't know about the others, but I know that, I don't know. Is it PTSD? Are we all got shell shock or something?
You're all well and truly fucked, each and every one of us.
How many years has it been since the actual war?
Let me think. It's 1975, so I think the war just ended technically, but you guys have been back for a couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had this much weird, jumpy feelings previous to this. I mean, the last 2 years, they haven't been great. They haven't been terrible. Now it just feels like it's all waking up inside me.
Yeah, well, welcome to hell. It never ends.
I thought Hell's Kitchen was a different part of town.
We gotta climb out of this somehow. We're in a foxhole. We gotta climb out. But I don't know.
Climbing out of the foxhole is a good way to get your head shot off, Padre. I'm surprised you made it through the war.
Well, I think I had somebody watching over me.
I'd like to try a stealth visit to Dutch's fridge, please.
Yeah, there's some blue moon in there. Dutch is 1 high and 2. Even if Dutch does notice.
Yeah, you can give yourself a bonus die on that
one. Oh yeah, success.
Wonderful, yeah. 2 stone to notice.
Look, Padre, we all see things. I'll be going down the street and the screeching tires of a car sound like people dancing in napalm, helicopters and gunfire,
Yeah.
death. It's the shadows in my vision. We all see these things.
But
Can you guys all make an intelligence check real quick?
is there a way out?
Normal success for me.
I pass with a heart.
Regular.
Fail.
Regular here.
Dutch, even as you say the word helicopter, you're like, wait a second. There was a helicopter. There was a helicopter and it was airlifting the box, the pink box. And it was emitting this smoke. You remember it, like a pink mist of some sort. But you don't remember any of the details.
Oh, this is some strong stuff, GB. I think I'm starting to imagine this pink box of yours.
I'm telling you, man, it's getting weird out here.
We had it strapped up under a Huey, and it was
Someone else got a success, right?
Yeah, regular.
Yeah, flowers. Yeah, you're like, wait, this sounds familiar.
Like smoking,
this happened.
Like one of Padre's little incense doodad things.
No, but this is seemingly there's a common trend here that whenever we think or like a certain key word or phrase is said, that it's triggering stuff. So how about we just start firing out whole lots of random words associated with our time in Nam, like someone mentioned the CIA, kind of leaning emphasis on that and seeing if anyone twitches. I don't know, dick in a suit. I don't know, a gun slung over your shoulder, trudging through the jungle.
KGB.
Yeah, go, communist bastard. Jeeps.
Oh, Henderson.
There you go, Henderson.
I don't think it's just random triggers. Let's think about something that really happened.
Audrey, do you remember that magazine you had tacked up above your bunk? Do you remember the name of that girl?
That was Stacy Lords or something like that. Quite a woman. Beautiful. Big tits.
Certifiably gigantic.
Yeah. I remember laying there at night and trying to close my eyes to go to sleep, and I could hear the sound of guns off in the distance. And I mean, I knew as long as they were far away, we were kind of safe. But I also remember when that stray bullet hit the side of the building and poked a hole in it and knocked something off my shelf. Was it a book? I mean, it was dark, it was humid, it was awful. Dark, humidity, and the trees. Trees were our enemies because you could hide an army out there.
Remember when they got Cabrera?
Which one?
Who doesn't remember that one? Yeah.
The Cabrera triplets. They were all
in a row at the same time.
Uh-huh.
The same bullet, all three of them. Just what are the odds? But
Real unlucky bastards, them.
They're lucky they had a fourth brother back at home.
Yeah, I heard he died though.
Right, Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah, car accident.
Well, I'm remembering some of this pretty clearly, but I'm not remembering any magical pink boxes in flying in helicopters, smoking like an incense burner. Why pink? Was there something that we used?
Maybe it's the discount Agent Orange.
Was there any psychedelics that we took?
Not officially.
Maybe on the R&R.
That is something that I think I will leave to you guys to determine.
I remember Bangkok. Oh, I'm glad I remember Bangkok. Bangkok is worth remembering. At least the parts that I do remember are worth remembering.
I remember
there was some funny shit that I was taking.
When was the last time we were all together in the same spot in is there something where we went into the jungle all together that we don't quite remember?
Our last mission, you mean?
You guys all go ahead and make intelligence checks for me one more time.
001. Ooh.
10?
I failed.
003.
Padre
I pass.
and GB, yeah, those of you who succeed, especially those extreme successes, you remember marching together in and you remember the sound of a helicopter, you remember a pink mist. That's what you remember.
There was a helicopter and there was like pink smoke. They were dropping something or
Or lifting it out like that metallic pink box.
But I remember billowing pink smoke, and I remember how weird it was, how it sort of changed color. Everything in the area turned kind of gray, all of the plants, but it was in my head, the color changed, like something was happening in my head, but I don't remember anything after that.
I remember we had those like flares or smoke bombs that could go off, where it could be like marking a landing zone and an LZ.
Yeah.
So maybe that explains why it was just a pink. It was just a pink one of those that went up. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but that maybe to attract a helicopter to lift this metal cube out of there.
I don't remember a Kazovac. I do remember being upset that we got crop dusted by a helicopter.
Crop dusting, yeah.
And I remember going up and speaking with LT, and he said it was like a defoliation agent, something like that.
Like Agent Orange.
Right.
Except it was pink. Agent Pink. Did we get dusted with something toxic?
Wouldn't put it past him.
I can see it vividly now, but I sure didn't remember that 5 minutes ago. Did it give us brain damage? Do we all have brain damage?
You seem really stressed, Padre. You sure you don't want a puff of this?
Yeah, give it to me.
I swear my memory is like a block of Swiss cheese, which has got holes all over the goddamn place.
Yeah, well, there's.
So that means, okay, so flowers is fine. Flowers is fine.
Fine flowers.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you were a Blue Moon drinker. That's good. It's a good beer choice.
Well, yeah, it's a good one. Maybe I could try another. Quality control.
Yeah, I've got some in the fridge.
If you'd be all right. Thank you.
Yeah, bring one for me too.
Oh, yeah, I will. There you go.
Oh, thanks. So you're saying Bob wasn't even there?
Yeah, he saw us yesterday. Brought us all together.
Well,
I wonder if
sure.
they got him, whoever they are, you know?
I think we saw him off in the trees, didn't we? But he didn't join us.
What is he in a mafia movie or something? Jesus. Dramatic.
I feel like somebody's taken something from us.
Memories for a start.
Yeah. Like we were involved in some, I don't remember what that operation was that we were on. Pink box, pink smoke, helicopter.
Was it just a patrol?
We never saw anything like that before or after.
I'm gonna look at the Pink Panther the same way twice.
He's a sneaky bastard.
Well, I'm wondering if this was something really sub rosa, if this was something that was kind of off the books, or was, I don't know, something that was very, very covert and had been hushed up.
Certainly don't tell us we're soldiers. We just got to do what they tell us.
What's Sub Rosa?
Under the radar, covert, illicit.
All right. I thought you meant something about a pink rose.
No, I ate a dictionary a few years back because I got that hungry.
The munchies.
Would anyone care to make an idea roll?
Why not?
I'm not the one you want to be making idea rolls.
Hmm.
I passed.
I passed.
Yeah, 52 under 60, so yes.
I also passed.
Okay, well, it occurs to at least one or two of you that your service record might contain details that of the missions that you went on. Also, you do have the doctor's name who prescribed the pills that Sergeant Brewer left on the table.
That's true. I've got the pills right here. And they're pink. Um, I don't know. Do we want to go down this pink rabbit hole? Do we want to get?
If we don't do it now, it's
It's going to bug us.
going to eat us alive. Let's just figure it out. What's going on? I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation or some stupid shit that the army was doing. Let's just get it out of our system now.
Make sure we do it while Jefferson Airplane's playing.
Right.
Why do we also keep seeing trust the lights? Trust the lights.
Subliminal. Like, as you
I
said,
did see lights in the trees. I never understood. But that there are some memories that are burnt into your mind. Even flowers might not forget. And the arrival in Nam for me, sitting opposite the colonel in the Huey, that was one of those memories that, yeah, Lieutenant Colonel.
Well,
that was one of those things.
Right now, I can't think straight at all with all the Mary Jane in the air.
Well, I'll take a toke if I may.
Well, of course. Enjoy.
We could try the pills.
I say we tried to talk to the doctor. He might know exactly what this is. He might know that we got dosed with something and he's been having to deal with it and other people, because we're not the only people that were in the army. So maybe it's just the first time we found out about it.
Assuming we don't just find a whole pile of redacted whenever we go looking for this last mission of ours.
Well, let's hope that's not what happens.
Well, if it's something, if it is the wonderful CIA, if it is Big Brother, then we are going to find that it's going to be covered tracks, so we're not going to have any official paperwork pointing us to who the hell was with us.
You know what, Dutch? Do you have a phone book?
Somewhere.
I'm going to see if I can find this doctor.
So there's phone book. There are phone books that are published and mailed to people. Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna get his phone book and I'm gonna see if I can find this doctor.
Yeah, you find his doctor listed in the VA medical hospital listings. Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a call.
Okay. Yeah, you reach the receptionist who's like, "Hello, can I help you?"
Yeah, I'd like to talk to Dr.
Morin. Dr.
Yes.
Morin, would you like to make an appointment?
Is there a way I can talk to him on the phone for just a moment before I do that?
I'm afraid he's busy right now, but you're welcome to make an appointment. We have a time tomorrow if you'd like, 10 a.m.
What, 10 a.m.? All right, I'm going to do that then.
All right. What's your name?
My name is Benjamin Kelly.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m., Benjamin.
Thank you. Well, I got an appointment. I can at least ask him what the hell's going on.
Do we know where the sergeant lives?
No. Offhand, you do not.
But I can look him up in the phone book, too.
Mm-hmm. There are quite a few brewers, and it's not clear which one is his.
That's true.
Divide him up by 5, many hands light work.
Mm-hmm. You could do it that way. You gonna start calling?
Well, we've only got one phone. We'd have to go find more phones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can still divide it up by 5 and just do it one after the other. One of us is going to get lucky. We can place bets on who's going to get lucky.
There's got to be pay phones. I mean, it's the 70s. Go out onto the street and find a couple of those in spitting distance.
Yeah.
Just get a pile of quarters.
Well, you can make a person-to-person call with the operator, and you don't get charged until she finds the person. That's usually long distance, though, but I don't think it's long distance from here. Unless it's long distance from Queens to the Bronx or to the other parts. What's up, Travis?
How about if you spend your time trying to find Bob in the phone book? I'll go find my old service record while you're all here, and we can go through it. Try to find out what the hell happened to us, eh?
Yep. We should all do that right now. And then 4 hours later, because we're all so high and stoned. Weren't we going to do something?
Yeah, a lot of time passes. Very little happens. Once the haze of smoke clears.
The pizza guy comes. The Chinese guy comes with the Chinese food.
Yeah.
Wandering around Chinatown with a Chinese menu looking for some good beef chow mein somewhere. Yeah, got the munchies.
Okay. All right. Let's end it here. I think we're gonna continue the exploration next time, the investigation.
Right. Cool.
And this is a fairly good place for us to end it.
Good spot.
So, yeah.
Our players included Matthew Sanderson, Joseph Clay, Andrew Buchanan, Morgan Llewellyn, and myself, with Stefan Amshey as the keeper of arcane lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft, of Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.